Hello, welcome to Belafonte Fortunes. My name is Natalie, and I am an intuitive card reader and an empath as well. I'm here this evening to do the general, and I stress the word general. This may or may not resonate with you on a personal level, but this is a general reading for the month of December 2016 for the sign of Cancer the Crab. Crabby Pants Cancer. I can get away with saying that because guess what? Guess who else is a Cancer? C'est moi. Okay, so let's get right into the reading, shall we? I've already pre-shuffled the cards and whatnot, and I've asked Masters of the Universe, Masters of the Natural World Order, and Spirit Guides to bring forth any messages that may be pertinent to the sign of Cancer the Crab for this general reading for December 2016. I just like to warm the cards up again, even though they've been already cleansed with my Bay of Fundy rocks. Yes, come right out of the Bay of Fundy, off the Atlantic Ocean. These are my cleansing rocks, all natural to the area as well. They belong here. So please bring forth any messages for the sign of Cancer for December 2016 for this general reading. Okay, boy, I'm anticipating this too. I'm curious. The same couple of cards are going to show up again. They've been showing up in every reading. Don't know why. No idea. Come on now, get in there. And you can see I shuffled them out. I've already shuffled them before I even turned the camera on to give them the proper one. And somehow, no matter which way I shuffle, but when tarot speaks, it's got something to say. It's usually in general, and it's usually for everybody, pretty much. That's the only thing I can come up with as far as how that happens. So, tarot cards are never wrong. Ever, ever, ever. Alright. No, not quite. This is it. Alright. Let me push it back a little bit, Cancer. There we go. All you Cancerians, my brothers and my sisters. Alright, first card, and for those of you that are new, I use a Oceanic Tarot deck, and it is written by Jay Mullis, and illustration by Jane Delaford Taylor. We have to give credit for the cards, which is as it should be. I do a 5-card spread using my Oceanic Tarot deck. At the end of that, then I go to my deck of tarot, and I pull one significator from there as well for the overall reading. First card that I pulled for you is in your overall energy for this reading. And what I pulled was, oh, nice, movement, the Chariot. It represents movement. Card number 2 represents your wealth and finances, money. And what I pulled for you, another nice one, very appropriate, it's falling into your finances, financial and wealth sector, and it is strength, and it represents stability. We all want stability in the money aspects of our life, absolutely. And the third card that I pulled for you, this is in your hearth, your home, your love, your heart, anything to do with love. And I pulled the King of Wands, and he's all about practicality. Number 4, your challenges for the month of December, Cancer. I pulled the High Priestess. She's all about intuition. These are your challenges. And the 5th card that I pulled for you. How appropriate as the last card, the 5 of Wands, and it's about completion. Alright, let's hit directly into the reading. The very first card, as I said, is the Chariot, and it's about movement. It's your overall energy. Alright. Let me pull my book on this. Let me see here. It's a Major Arcana card. Emphasizes the power of the card even more so. Let me see here. Chariot, I think he's way at the first. close to that anyway. All right. When this card shows up, it's time to make some serious progress in your life. Travel is favored now, as are moves connected with work. The card is also a general sign that every aspect of your life is going to surge forward. That's a good thing. However, balance is necessary, and you may need to treat people around you with care. As this is a card of energy rather than sensitivity, the card reveals that good timing and being aware of your ego will be essential if you're to keep your show on the road. An additional meaning of this card is acquiring a new car or some kind of other vehicle. The advice of this card is that it's time actively to move forward with your plans. Keep your ego in check when you need to, and enjoy this time of power and motivation. Keywords are journeys, determination, willpower, progress, friction, guidance, and protection. So the last three readings I did, and I'm getting the same nudge again for this. It's not that this card showed up. Actually, none of these are all new cards. It's great. I haven't had any of these cards in a while. But your chariot, it's always about movement and moving forward. It's just like back in the day when they used them for transportation. I don't think you've seen too many of them driving backwards. Everything was forward. You can see he has seahorses there, and he stands in a shell, a seashell, and he only has to control the seahorses and hold the reins in one hand while he holds the scepter in the other. He's a man with a mission and a man with power as well. Balance is necessary right now. Some of you are going to have to strive a little bit harder to find the balance in your life, to balance work, family, free time, me time, their time. There is a balance to be found. There's always a sweet spot so that you're happy and so is everybody else, and there's no complaints. Complaint department doesn't even exist. For some of you, I'm feeling to say a huge opportunity is going to lay itself at your feet. This is for very few of you. And when it happens, it's going to be because it was offered to you for a reason. This is going to inflate your ego a little bit. It's going to give you lots of good positive energy, and you just want to jump right in, feet first, and get this show on the road. You're going to interrupt your Christmas vacation to a point. It's not going to be what you planned it to be 2 months ago. This has changed the water on the beans. This is where you have to make adjustments, and you're apologizing to people around you. Please forgive me. I can only spend several days through the Christmas. I've got to be on a train or a plane, or I have to drive to another destination to get this show on the road, to take huge advantage of this opportunity before somebody else does. So you're kind of panicked about that part of it. You will move forward. Nobody else is going to move in and take your place unless you sit back and do nothing. As long as you're trying and you're moving forward in your chariot and directing the seahorses where they need to go in a metaphorical sense, you're going to be fine. You can't go wrong. This I'm feeling very, very strongly for you. Okay, so you will be making conscious choices, deliberate choices at this time. That's very, very strong as well. There won't be any flying by the seat of your pants or floating through things. It's not going to happen. You will make specific, concrete choices. Just watch your ego, okay? You have a right to enjoy this time of power and motivation, but don't step on people's toes along the way, because I'll tell you, people won't forget that. They won't give, they won't give a heck about where, you are, what you're doing. If you hurt or slight some people's feelings and you just walk over people and don't realize you're doing it, that's even worse. It's worse than doing it deliberately. That means that your head's up your own, where, and you can't see anything but yourself. So please be careful, Cancer. Although you're not like that, although Cancers can be known to innocently do things to other people sometimes. I'm thinking from my own experiences, and I was taken completely in the wrong context, and then thought back, what did I do for that person to take it that way? And And then I seen the stupid, thoughtless little things that I did. And I really had no ill intentions, no malice. But where my head was showing in my actions. And my head was caught up in the excitement of something for me. And I may have offended someone or something. Just be careful, Cancer, for that. All right. So the second card is in your wealth sector, your finances, anything to do with money. I pulled this card of strength, another major arcana, and it's all about stability. Oops, sorry. There we go. Okay, so patience in the face of conflict. Some of you are going to need to stand your ground rather than allowing yourself to feel overwhelmed in a tense situation that involves some kind of conflict. Okay, so you need to remember, when you're feeling shaken to the core, you're feeling weak, and you're feeling like you're going to lose this argument, you're going to be you feel like you're going to, your greatest fear is to be on the receiving end, the losing end of this conflict, that it's going to, you're going to be the one that carries the brunt, the burden, this kind of a thing. That's your greatest fear. But what you need to do, rather than retreat, rather than run away, rather than turn your head away and ignore it, because this could make you feel overwhelmed, but you need to stand your ground. This isn't something you can turn your back on. This isn't something that you can say, I'm not dealing with this, and this has nothing to do with me. I don't care what anybody thinks. You have to deal with something. It is vital right now. Relationships for some of you, in along the guise of other people holding you back from reaching your full potential, to reaching your full earning level, to trying to save money. If you let other people pull you back, that's what's going to happen. And in the end, here's the thing. Oh, everybody's rah, 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 I'm with you right now. But in the end, if you're not careful, if you don't have 150% complete control of your own financial worth, your job, your bank account, other people are going to interfere with that. And in the bigger picture, there you are. They're all there now. But in the bigger picture, you'll find yourself standing alone with nothing. Just that simple. You've got to be careful. You've got to stand your ground. You've got to tell people this is the way it is. I'm doing what I have to do. I have to do this. Or I'm never going to move forward, and I'm never going to get anywhere. Okay, and I'm feeling that, like I'm really, really, really needing sense of freedom, the sense of choices, and the heat's coming off of that right there off the card. That's very, very strong. This is your financial sector, remember. Remember, Cancer, whatever opposes you is lower than you are. Your confidence could end up being shaken by someone else who's projecting their emotions onto you. That would be doubt, negativity, no belief, expecting the worst. You can't let other people pull you into their void, suck you down into their whirlpool, that dark place where some people go. And misery loves company. So they want to take somebody down there with them, and they really believe they have every right to be feeling the way they are and telling you this, but they have no right to try to move you from your spot in your world, in your life, where you are right now at this moment. They have no right to do that, unless it's something that you want. So you're going to, again, have to stand your ground. Show compassion for other people. Always put your ego off to the side, but show compassion, but don't be easily led. Don't be led along by somebody else's misery. It has nothing to do with who you are. Nothing. Have compassion, but stand your ground. Another meaning is literal return of vitality for some of you that have been ill, that have been burned out, that have lost their energy, their will to live and take part in life. There is going to be a happening with some of you that is going to give you this surgence, or should we say resurgence, of the want of life. And you can be alive and have a life, but are you living? There's going to be resurgence of this. You're going to feel like you're living again. You're going to have um, um, like a light step as you walk along very lightly. Everything feels light, everything feels positive, and everything will feel good again. And you're almost overdosing and drowning in all the wonderful things of life. You want to take it all in at the same time. All of a sudden, life is good again, and you see that it can be good again, and it's going to get better as you go along. There's a lot of love. There are some frictions, yes. There are some people that you may have to put some space between. This is for your own investment into your own mental health and your own emotional well-being. So remember to always have compassion for everyone. And the literal strength, as I said, you're going to feel a resurgence come back. The advice is to stand firm, take the higher moral ground if you need to. Okay? You are being tested by somebody, maybe even fate, destiny, the universe. You're being tested by something or someone right now. So always keep your moral compass in the direction that it rightfully needs to be. Courage, risk, and vitality are your keywords for this card. This is all about making money and improving your life. And that's a good thing. It's been a long time coming. It's almost like you were imprisoned, and now the chains that bind you are breaking away, and they're falling away from you, and you're free again. Third card that I pulled for you, your heart, your love, your romance. It's the King of Wands. It's all about practicality, and wands are in general about practical things, your bank account, your home, business, this kind of a thing. When this card shows up, he's a man of action. He's engaging and inspiring, and he's a leader. His feelings always show, so there's no second guessing this person. Very approachable in the way that you could see him at a distance and say, oh, I need to talk to him. I've been waiting to see. But maybe the look on his face, because everything shows with this guy, says, don't come near me right now. I ain't no mood. Or he has a very pleasant look, and you know he's very approachable. Tread carefully there. All right, if this man, the King of Wands, is a real person for you, all right. Okay, so this person is in a way for you to recognize them. They're connected to a whole bunch of people, many, many, many people. They have connections, and sometimes this is the you card. This is you, Cancer. The card indicates that you should expect to find practical solutions to practical problems. Don't make things more difficult than they actually are or more complicated. Use the KISS theory. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay? We Cancers need to simplify some things in our life. And I'd be the first to admit it. I need a lot of simplification going on in my life. And it's something that needs to be strived for every day, and trying to find solutions to practical problems, like as in my life or your life. Just keep it simple. The answers are closer to us than we realize, and it's like, let's see, where's my lighter? Where's my lighters? Where's my lighter? Where's my lighter? And my lighter's right in front of me, but I'm doing this. Where's my lighter? Where is it? Where'd it go? And it's right here. That's what your solutions to your problems are going to be like. The answers are closer than what you realize. And boys, will you be peed off at yourself when you see how simple it was, and you made it much more complicated than it needed to be. You were your own worst enemy in this case, solving your problems. You'll learn from it. That's a good thing. You're being advised by the card as well, for some of you, to find your heart for yourself. This is a card of love, heart, anything to do with love. The card is wanting you to explore passions that have been ignored, laid to the side. Things like hobbies, lifestyles, and things that you want to do, um, that you've always wanted to do and never had the time, the money, the investment, the freedom. Because freedom covers so many things. It covers lack of money. It covers lack of time. It covers lack of all of it. All of it. And sometimes, for just a few of you that are trying to find practical solutions to practical problems, some of you are looking in the wrong places, as I said, but you're also looking and going to the wrong people. The wrong people that are not going to be giving you the best advice in your interest. Look for unconventional people in unconventional ways, in unconventional places. You'll be surprised. It's a breath of fresh air. It's fresh energy you're pulling in. It's fresh. The freshness of trying something new, going somewhere new, doing new things is going to re-energize your spirit and give you that joie de vivre for life again. You'll want to take part and you want to be active. This is a wonderful card. It really, really is. You love thyself first. Love thyself first, Cancer. So that you can love other people and be 150%. The keywords for this are energy, creativity, power, passion, wisdom, freedom, and openness, and lightness. Light. That's a wonderful thing. That's a really good card, Cancer. Even I'm impressed with that one. Okay, so the fourth card that I pulled for you, and this is your challenges for the month of December 2016, Cancer. The High Priestess, intuition. Intuition will be coming to the forefront. Quite strong. A lot of energies coming your way in this month of December, Cancer. The keywords are wisdom and secrets, discretion, teachings, vision, and dreams. The advice is to keep thoughts and feelings to yourself right now. Listen to your intuition. This is a time for learning. This card is a wise woman of the ocean. So I hear very strongly for some of you, Cancer, discretion's a great big word right now. Very powerful. And you're going to have a hard time being discreet. You're going to have a challenge of keeping some secrets that you wish you didn't have to keep. Somebody will put you in a precarious position where you want to say something to somebody else and you can't. You just can't. This could be a Christmas wish that somebody's granting to somebody else, and you've been sworn to secrecy. Or maybe they need your help. It can be something as light and as that. For others, whoa, oh, that's not good. For others, a little stepping out of a relationship, stepping to the side, and you're going to be the one, the very first person, and you're going to see somebody with somebody they don't belong with. That's not their mate. And the other person is going to know that you've seen them. And they're going to catch up with you later, and they're going to want you to swear to secrecy. And you know what? My advice is, Cancer, don't do it for their benefit, but do it for yours. The messenger always gets shot. Do not go to this person's mate and tell them what you saw and what it looked like and what you suspected. That'd be a big, big no-no. Be discreet. The person that's going to put you on the spot like that, let them hear what they want to hear. Okay? Tell them what they want to hear. What you do at the end of the day is your own business. You make it clear, I'm not doing this for you. You're the one that stepped out. You're the one that's been cheating. You're the one that's hurt my friend, my sister, my brother, whatever. And whatever I do, if I decide to not say anything, it's to protect them, because you're going to hang yourself eventually anyway. The truth always comes out. So you make it clear to the other person, you're not doing it for their benefit. You're doing it for your own. Okay, so you can live with yourself. It all comes out in the end. So that was a kind of a slap in the face, that one was. Intuition's very strong for you to not go there. You need to listen to your gut. That's going to be your challenge. First impulse, Cancer, for you is going to be to set the record straight, to go to the other person that's in the dark, so that you don't see them wasting any more of their time of their life with this person that cheated on them. And you can't, I wouldn't advise that you do it. I wouldn't advise. If you caught this person, other people are going to catch them too. Let somebody else do the dirty work. Let someone else take the bullet. It's not meant for you. Okay, so the fifth card and the last card in the Oceanic Tarot deck is the Five of Wands, and it's about completion. All right. When this card appears, keywords are posturing, ego, pride, debates, tests, opinions, communication, overload. The advice is to become the observer. Just sit quietly and take everything in. You will soon know who needs your help. I think we just covered that in the previous card. This is your message from Spirit, is for you to be patient in any areas of conflict, to sit quietly and observe. And when you see a need, go and fill it. Help out. Fill it. But you can't try to heal everyone, so focus on yourself too. As I said earlier in the reading, love thyself first, so that you have the capacity to love others, because loving makes our heart grow bigger, which allows more room for other people in our hearts. This is a card of completion of tests, overwhelmed by others' opinions. In families, this can show some of you may have demanding children that you, to the point that you have to fight to be heard. It's Christmas. What do you think's going to happen? They're all wound up. And there's a cacophony of noise. Some of you in your home, the kids are all coming after school and all gathering at your home. We're talking kids 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, this kind of thing. Very, very young children. And there is a cacophony of noise. And at some point, you're going to find yourself raising your voice to be heard. I see a rumpus room in the downstairs of a house. And I see a room full of girls. And it's almost like they're having a little party, but the decibel points for the noise is through the roof, and you need to yell to be heard. Something unique is going to happen in that situation. Spirit is telling me that that's what I'm hearing. I don't know what it is, but something unique is going to come out of that. A good thing, not a bad thing. One of those fluky things. Fluky. No rhyme, no reason. Just a fluke. I don't know what that is. I'm very sorry. I can't elaborate any more than that. Communications are going to be busy for you during the month of December. Spirit says don't get pulled in too many directions at once. Take your time. All right. All right. As I said, one more card. Significator for this reading. Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Natural World Order. Spirit guides. Please bring me forth one significator card to represent this overall 5-card spread using the Oceanic Tarot deck. For the sign of Cancer, I need one significator for this reading. Alright. Spirit says cut. So I cut. Alright. Oh my gosh. This is not happening. This is unbelievable. How can you see me just deal these cards up, all 78 of them? The last 3 readings, and now reading, I think this is the 3rd or 4th reading in a row. Today, Ace of Pentacles. It's shown up in every reading, and guess what? Because, I mean, the Oceanic Tarot deck has Ace of Pentacles as well. Pentacles represent money for those that don't know, but it's just showing up as a significator. You know, cut and pulled from the middle of the deck. Wow. So Pentacles are all about money. Aces are all about new beginnings. Some of you are going to be starting new money ventures coming in the new year. This is into December, into January, I'm sorry. And I read verbatim as I did for the others. The Ace of Pentacles, oh, excuse me. Oh. The Ace of Pentacles marks on the everyday level the start of a new project, which is likely to be successful. So it will come up to show a new job or a new business venture. Usually this will be the sort of project that seems to continually grow, with each level of attainment producing almost of itself the next step of the journey. This is a continuation, some kind of a new venture you're getting into, new project, new hobby. You're going to be making money on the side with this. It is going to generate its own money. After a while, it's like a business that is so fine-tuned that it runs itself. Hardly any effort at all for you. Almost like as easy as watering a flower to watch it grow, or a house plant. All you have to do is give it water. And that's pretty simple, isn't it? So this is a good feeling. I'm feeling the heat off this card for you, Cancer. I hope this applies to me as well. Life is hard lately. Really, really hard. This would be a big help to have something like this come into my life. Not afraid to admit that. So anyway, Cancer, that was your reading for December. I hope you liked this reading. I hope it resonated with most of you. If you find you like this reading and you'd like a personal private reading, I do provide that service. Please read the description box below this video window and read through that once. Any confusion, any questions, when you're ready to go, whatever the reason, just send me off an email. It's all in the description box. I ask that you read that because I don't want to have to reiterate the whole thing. When somebody, and I get this a lot, hey, Bay, how does it work for you with, you know, your private readings? And tell me what I need. When you need to read it, because all I'm going to do is copy and paste that right back into the email, and you're going to have to read it anyway. I don't mean to be rude, because I'm not a rude person. But this happens a lot, and it just hits a nerve with me. And it's just like, oh, my goodness, does anybody read anymore? So anyway, that's that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take this moment to do so. Little red subscription button beneath this video window. You'll be notified every time I post any new videos. And if you're new to YouTube, subscriptions are always free as well. So, and you're not tied in, you can leave anytime you want. So what I want to say now, to wrap this up, is that we are now officially into the Christmas season. And Christmas is my favorite time of year, and I wish I could carry that 365 days of the year. We would have world peace, we'd have no hunger, there'd be no pain. It would be a beautiful place to live, but we humans tend to mess things up. And it's something so simple, and it's free if we just all loved each other and cared about each other. It's a pipe dream, Pollyanna dream, I know that, but I can continue to dream and hope for that. So, if you could celebrate the Christmas season, I know not all of you do, that's fine. I'm very respectful of everybody's traditions, but for me, I do, and from the bottom of my heart, with the deepest sincerity, I wish you, the rest of my Cancer brothers and sisters, the very, very deepest heartfelt Merry Christmas to you, and may your Christmas in the season be filled with ease, contentment, happy, love, peace, no stress. Just a real, life feels good in the moment. That's what I wish for you. So I'm going to be doing, just to throw in before I say goodbye, I am going to be doing mid-month readings for the month of December in 2 weeks' time. And I've got a real strong feeling every time I start to say this at the end of every reading, the readings in for the last 2 weeks of December are going to be chock full of stuff. Really meaty and really juicy, which means a lot of activity and a lot going on. Yeah, a lot going on. Not all bad. This is just my general intuition telling me that I can't put my finger on the description. Just meaty, full of all kinds of good stuff. You gotta come back to see that. Until then, if I don't see you back here, if you don't see me, Merry Christmas to you and to your families, and a Happy New Year as well. For now, goodbye.